It's over. The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
Ready, down, put.
Hello? You play to win the game. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Yo, what's going on? Everybody, I can't get my freaking camera to work. I'll work on that later. But welcome in to the Playcall Sheet. I'm Dale. We got Chill Will in the building. What's the dealio, bro?
What's good, Dale? How you doing today?
I'm all right. I got a little sickness I'm dealing with. And, I had to take a emergency trip to Walmart, try to get some stuff in me to get better. So we'll see how this works out. Jake is in the building. What's going on, Jake?
What's happening, everybody?
All right. Let's freaking go. We got a good show for you guys in store. Let's get started, shall we? So we're going to talk about the historic deal. Shut up. Right, we're going to talk about the historic deal from Patrick Mahomes. But first, before we get into that, we have to get a message from our sponsor. So check this out.
Your voice is your power. Are you ready to unleash it? Join Juneteenth Strong for Your Voice Unleashed 2026, a summer experience for students in 6th to 12th grade. This is where your potential meets its platform. Explore STEM innovation, culinary arts, business, health science, or find your rhythm in music, drama, or visual arts. It all happens July 6th through the 10th, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at OD Wyatt High School, 2400 East Seminary Drive in Fort Worth. Admission is completely free with breakfast and lunch served daily. Don't miss your chance to unlock your future. We'll see you there.
All right. Dallas Fort Worth, stand up. Be sure your kids are accounted for in this great program because, hey, they need STEM in their life and you never know what it's going to inspire. You can register at STWFSports.com or join the Facebook group, Sports Talk with Friends, get more information. All right, guys. Let's talk about the historic deal from one Patrick Mahomes. He signed an 8-year extension through 2033 and massive extension, of course. And he's coming off of an ACL tear, of course. But this, to me, shows, hey, Kansas City ain't worried about this. The longevity of his career and his health are not going to be questions for them. So they did this, and now do guys like Patrick Mahomes? I'm sorry, not Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson go back to the table now to get more money since Patrick Mahomes went back to the table. He got more money, and guys like Joe Burrow and all this kind of stuff. But 8-year, long term. What do you think here, Will?
Listen, if they want to go back to the table because something that Mahomes have that they don't have, they should probably check his hand in the meantime because they also don't have none of them rings.
Okay.
He can go back to the table and get the record-breaking contract because he's done it before. He's hoisted multiple trophies, including MVPs.
Okay. I mean, hey, one Lamar Jackson has held up MVP trophies. Yeah, what's your thought, Jake?
No championships.
I don't know. You got to have some kind of outstanding track record. no injury issues in order to accumulate that kind of a contract. And I think Patrick Mahomes is well deserving of that type of a contract. If you bring up a guy like Lamar Jackson, he's obviously had an injury issue in the past. So I don't see where he'd get that same thing with a Joe Burrow, which is why his contract was just restructured, not extended. So, yeah, I think out of any quarterback in the league, Patrick's the only one worthy of that kind of a deal.
Okay. Toke, welcome to the show.
Store with how you doing? Happy Wednesday.
Good, man.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes went back to the table. Wasn't there a little like disjoint with his contract a few years ago, or like the season before last, but they kind of tweaked it a little bit
Okay.
to kind of help in a sense. I think this is just the get back, and usually you don't hear about the get back. We usually hear it through internet or reading numbers ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're not going to see nothing like this, but I just think ultimately, like we are saying, it's Patrick Mahomes. This has nothing to do to me with like a Lamar Jackson or anybody else for that aspect. I think Patrick Mahomes to the Kansas City Chiefs, I think this is just something that they did. And I just feel in my mind, maybe because of what happened a few years ago with somewhat back money. But, I mean, we know that this franchise is going to pit everything on him. And why not, man? We know how they feel about him.
Okay.
Dale, it's not a market setter because he's in his own market.
Okay.
Exactly. Agreed.
All right. So if you're Allen's agent, Lamar Jackson's agent, Burrow's agent, you just conceding it?
I mean, you're just conceding it. Yeah. I mean,
you're gonna have to, but if I'm Josh's agent, I'm gonna make a bunch of arguments. I'm gonna come to the table with at least a few things that he can do that Mahomes can't do. But yeah, the rings, man. It's all about the rings.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Let's get to some news and rumors in the NFL. Of course, we talked about it on Monday, and we're going to revisit today. Brendan Sorsby files for the supplemental draft. And now we have a little bit more data from some analysts and, the hush-hush talks with some executives out there. And they view Sorsby as a first-round talent on tape. Big arm, athletic, off-schedule creator, and a strong runner. And some compared his arm favorably to top 2026 quarterbacks, and they even called him, his arm elite. So, however, gambling issues, that's what got him out of college, right? And if you do that in the NFL, there's going to be some problems. So I can't imagine this not being a concern for some execs. And because of that concern, now people are thinking, okay, so there's a range of possibilities for the supplemental draft, which picks teams will use to obtain Sorsby. And some saying he's worth a second rounder, and others saying they see him as a discount because of the red flags. So maybe third or fourth rounder on down. So if you had to project here, Jake, what do you think will be used, if any picks are going to be used on Sorsby in the supplemental draft coming up here, Jake?
I definitely see one getting used, and this is, in my best guess, a Jets pick. I know, funny, low-hanging fruit. And I see them using anywhere from a third to a fifth round pick on it for sure.
Okay. Anybody else see a third to fifth round pick being used?
So what's gonna happen is either the league is gonna collectively just band together, I guess, without talking, allegedly, and just no one's gonna give a top 3 pick on them. And
Collusion?
then you'll try
in the NFL?
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. Anyways, so as that goes, then nobody will spend the first 3 if they all kind of like agree unwritten wise. I mean, but then you'll see people like making like jumps up the fourth, like using a fourth or packaging a fourth with something else to get to that fourth. So that's one way it could go. But honestly, all it takes is somebody as goddamn desperate as the Jets, like he said, or who else? I mean, there's so many that are really like the Browns do Browns things all the time.
This could also be an Arizona Cardinals move.
Arizona are going to get desperate soon because the Brissett thing isn't going to be fun. But what's working against them, which is what we always said, is that the next draft coming up is loaded with quarterbacks. Whether we think they're actually that good or not, NFL teams think they're good. So that class is loaded.
But execs compare them favorably to the other quarterbacks.
Right.
I mean, as they should,
but
because
you don't have to
be
spend
in that
something
class
high to get them. Unless you're nervous that someone else will get them.
Okay. So what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, nobody spending no third on him, man. Especially with the off the field issues.
I agree.
Fourth or fifth, yeah, go ahead. I mean, you got those teams that are moving for him. This is more though, and it sucks because it's more of off the field issues than on. But if he's a guy that's good and his pro day, I believe that's on July 10th, is good. You know, he gets some people raving. You know, particularly those whack teams. But at the end of the day, he had a choice. He made the choice to, you know, go here and kind of a head start, you know what I'm saying, in front of the guys that are going to go in the 2027 draft. So that's a plus, you know what I'm saying. And the fact that basically by doing this, all that lawsuit and all that stuff, it kind of goes, I don't know if it goes bye-bye completely, but, you know, it goes bye-bye in terms of you don't got to deal with the cause issue. You may have to deal with the NFL issue with just the way you have to improve yourself as a leader, improve yourself as a guy in the locker room. The locker room in the NFL is one of the realest locker rooms in all leagues. They're going to let you know how they feel about you. But you better perform at least so you can have at least a 50% chance of being liked in the locker room.
Okay. Brandon said the Browns got 2 first-round picks.
Browns are not giving them no first-round conditional pick. You realize when you're talking about that this team has to forfeit a pick in next year's draft if they do go and pick this guy in the first round of supplemental draft? Like, nobody gets a reward of a first-round supplemental pick when you're betting on your team. You don't get that. Remember about betting on things at all when you're not supposed to. So that's out the window. And the Browns are not that stupid, I hope, to do that. They will not do that.
All right. Sure.
Browns are playing.
Rashee Rice was released from jail after serving a 30-day sentence. And he showed up to minicamp. And they remained in constant contact with the Chiefs. And they are holding him out as a precaution as part of his rehab program and everything like that. And also, ramping him up because, he hadn't been on the field and working out and everything like that. He's been in jail. So they try to be smart with him and make sure he doesn't get any sort of injuries before the season here. Did anybody else saw the little video of him running out of jail because people want to ask him questions?
Yes, absolutely. And I love it. I love it. And people say, hey, don't diss me. But this is TMZ we're talking about here, or whatever the case is. You diss those people. The only people that you want to see coming out of jail, even if it's 2 days, is your family members, your loved ones. You don't want to see people interviewing you. But shout out to Rashid because you're that type of player that people want to interview you coming out. You know what I'm saying? And that should show you that what you've been doing, hopefully is resolved and all that. And you can get back into, Rashee Rice, the guy that people believe in, the guy that, people think that can be the heir apparent, to Tyreek Hill, and Patrick Mahomes can win another title if you are legit, you're healthy, and you're good. So let's see what happens. I loved when he ran out, though. That was funny.
I ain't got the clip, but yeah, he gotta get his shit together. That's right.
Yeah, clip's funny, bro. Clip's hilarious.
Yep. So, what about Mike's question here? Anybody using the first 4 round picks on Rashee Rice? Fantasy?
First 4, nah. If he's there like 5, 7, I'll scoop him and smash him like I did last time.
The NFL is the NFL gonna? I mean, is he gonna get suspended again, or how's that gonna work? No,
that's the question too. I believe the NFL is
he's
still
gonna. Just not how long.
And we'll see what happens. Yeah,
this be a second suspension, correct?
Yes, I believe it is second suspension. So that means it's gonna be longer, right?
I believe so, based on the rules.
Well, it was 6 games last time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was 4.
Was it 4?
Oh, it was 4.
I thought it was 6, and they reduced it to 4.
Yes, it was 6. They definitely reduced it to 4. I just don't see it in the first 4 rounds. But people don't draft them in the first 4 rounds, and then hey, you start putting your GM hat on in later rounds, and you might get a steal.
So maybe they give him 8 games this time, and then reduce it to 6, or not reduce it at all. Let's say fuck the Chiefs.
So yeah, he got 6 games previously. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen this time around, man. So far, Andy Reid says the NFL has not had any discussion with him about further discipline. So we'll see what happens with that.
Stay out of the house.
Tampa Bay, Vita Vea is holding in, and he is attending mandatory minicamp, but not practicing. Classic hold-in technique. You avoid the fines, and you let everybody know, hey, I need some more money. He is entering the final year of his 4-year, $71 million extension. He's due $17 million this year, but of course he wants a longer-term deal. So will Vita Vea get his money?
He's going to get his money. And I know one person that's going to say, hey, where's my money at? Again, and that's Baker Mayfield, his teammate on offense. So, yeah, he'll get paid. You got to pay him. If you want your offense to at least stay up, you got to pay him. Give him his cash.
Okay. Anybody else saying pay the man?
I mean, they probably should. I don't know if they will. They're funny style with it. Like, imagine not even paying Baker. Like, taking too long to pay Baker. I don't got hope for the big man. How old is Vita?
We're gonna check right now. We got you.
Let me see. He signed that extension in 2022. Nope, I don't have the age though.
Because like,
I think that was his second contract though.
He is 30.
We're done here. Yeah, you're not getting. I mean, maybe they extend you or make it less of a cap hit this year or something like that. But we can't give you a long. You're 31.
He's making $17 million in the final year of his contract.
Yeah, take that. Take that.
Todd Bowles said earlier in the week that the team doesn't see him on the field right now, and they were similarly concerned about his status when asked about it today.
Mm-hmm.
And Bowles said it's not concerning. We've been through it before. It's part of the business.
All right. Cool. Last bit of news I got. That is Joe Burrow says his current Bengals team is giving him 2019 LSU national champion vibes. What you think about that, Jake? Does that make you hype?
I think it's a college team.
Damn. I don't know why that would make me hype, but
you a Bengals
fan.
Hilarious.
Every time.
I mean, the team's infinitely better than it's been. Everybody's healthy, which is rare. And they actually made moves on defense, especially in the draft. Cassius Howe, I think, is going to be in for Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year. Sorry.
Okay. Like, God damn. What?
No. Other than that, I mean, Super Bowl windows closing pretty fucking fast. So good luck.
All right.
This made me laugh a bit. But this is modern day. This is the modern era. This is what the modern era is. You know, you reminisce on the good times, you know, and then you see something and it reminds you of the good times. 2019 for LSU was the good times. Joe Burrow's had a few good situations in the league. A Super Bowl is a real big situation. He wants to get there again. It's great that he's confident as the season starts. But say college football, bro. Pros. Get with it. I don't think they're the 2019 LSU team. But you got to make sure that this team is something other than what we've seen in the last 3 years. Because you have, like Jake said, you have solved a few issues. We don't know if the issues have been solved because we got to see them play on the field. But shout out to them for trying to, you know what I'm saying, reconstruct what's have to be constructed. And I shout out to them on that. And if the Bengals in that, we know they can be one of the best teams in football. I clown their asses because I don't believe that. And I don't believe they can. So let's see if they do this year. I mean, they've done some positive things that put them in that position. And when you have one of the best QBs in the game and one of the best receivers in the game offensively, I mean, you have high hopes every time. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's go and get a Patriot update from none other than our two bombs. Let's start off with Gonzalez and the elephant in the room with regards to his contract. So what is the deal with re-signing him? I am also hearing like the part of the holdup is the agent is working on another contract for another player on another team, which is also the agent for Christian Gonzalez, and that is Von Witherspoon with the Seahawks, who is in line for another deal. So my thought is he's going to do Witherspoon's deal, and then based off the structure of that deal, take it to the Patriots and be like, yo, my client just got this. My other client would like this too. Thank you very much. Will, would you pay him?
I mean, that'd be a smart tactic because if he can maximize, so what he's going to do is do his best to maximize Witherspoon's deal, get the most he can get for Witherspoon, because that is his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because then he can go turn around and like say that Gonzo has done basically just as much, if not more,
right,
and get him even more than that. So it's a smart tactic if that's how he's playing it. And honestly, I don't care. Pay Gonzalez. He's the best player on our team.
Okay. Jake, you in?
Yeah, I'm absolutely in. I think another part of it is that, and I don't get how, because they drafted Gonzalez first, but apparently the Patriots are top priority getting Drake signed before Gonzalez, but Gonzalez's contract should be up before Drake's. So he was easily the best person on our defense, and he's arguably the best player on the team, arguably. Pay him immediately, or whenever they bring a deal to the table and say, hey, this is what we want, just say yes and sign the check.
Gotcha. All right. You bums got anything else for the Patriots?
No, but if I see one more fucking clip of a singular pass from Drake to AJ, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I don't care. I can't wait till they do it on the field. But
versus no defense, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like he just runs. There's no one there. He didn't even run a route. He's ran straight.
Bro, I hate highlights these days, bro.
So stupid.
Like practice highlights suck. You never
better.
give me team highlights. It's always offense versus air. I hate it.
Yeah, in basketball shorts. What are we doing here?
I hate it, bro. I hate it. So yeah, in my Saints group, anybody post that, I say the defense sucks. That's my response every time.
That's how you can see. Looks like our defense is trash.
Yeah.
Based on them clips, maybe they shouldn't pay Gonzo.
Yeah. All right, let's get a Saints updates. The biggest update, of course, is the ageless wonder, Cam Jordan, re-signing with the Saints. This is year number 17, I believe, for him. Shout out to Cam Jordan. You the man.
Killer King.
Last season, he had 10 sacks. Let's see what he can finish out his career with. Love it, Cam. Welcome back, baby. Right now, the Saints are, in camp and everything like that. And it is being said that the offense is undergoing a transformation. And this transformation has to do with the 2 tight end set. We are going to be running the 2 tight end set. And I can't wait to see it. We got two tight ends. Of course, one is a rookie, but just having some threats in the middle of the field, I believe, is going to open up the offense so much for Tyler Shuck. His last 5 games, he played great, and I can't wait to see what the tight ends are going to do for him in this offense as well. And Kellen Moore is praising Tyler Shuck for his quick reads in response to the offense and everything that they call. So love it. And I can't wait to see it on the field. Again, I hate those freaking highlights, but we'll see what's going to happen during the season. Oh, also, Colin Cowherd dropped a video talking about over-unders for team wins. The Saints over-under is set for 7.5. Colin Cowherd is taking the over. Do with that as you will.
I'm gonna be real with you. When it comes to Colin Cowherd, when it comes to Colin Cowherd and over-unders, he's not bad. He's a guy that actually goes and bets on games. It's crazy because at one point he would have a little few. Him and I forgot the guy's name. They would have like picks before Sunday's games on Friday. A lot of those things hit. So Colin, not taking all his football talk, but in terms of the team and the balance, what I'm saying, he be on with that. So I'm not mad at him.
Put some respect on his name.
Jake's
so
man.
Maybe Dale wasn't crazy when he picked 10 wins just a few weeks ago. I'm just saying.
You ain't crazy yet, Dale. You are not crazy yet.
Let's get to the Cowboys update. Pro Bowl wide receiver George Pickens cleared up all his holdout rumors by reporting to camp. He is playing on a $27.3 million franchise tag. Sorry. And after the contracts talks have stalled. Now, it is also being said that Jerry Jones in the Cowboys front office have made it clear that any multi-year contract negotiations for Pickens are entirely shelved until next offseason.
Yeah, it's kind of so what I heard this morning from him speaking was kind of just like, the agents. He's not kind of going in there saying that he has anything to do with it. We'll see what happens. I'm happy that he was there in minicamp for sure. Let's see what happens there. For what has been happening though in camp, NVS has been putting in first team reps with Pickens not there, and that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Another threat. We were kind of looking for a second threat last year. Pickens was the guy. We still was ailing the third one. Some people had good games, some people didn't. he kind of can be your third guy there. So I'm anxious to see what he can do in camp to instill himself maybe into that third role. So that's fire as well. In other news from camp, Keontae Turpin, who y'all know,
Turp time.
I'm waiting on his exit papers, but hey, not so fast, Took. You know, as he's looking forward to his career going, he had a decent season last year. He's looking to pick that up, and from reports, still got him in the offense in a little bit at camp, depending on situation. That's always been him. But he wants to maximize as what he's been and what he kind of made his name off was the kick return game. And
Yes.
as a kick returner, as a special teams player, he's one of the best when he can be, you know what I'm saying, that dog. You know, just a little string of trouble. And I just don't want him to get in trouble, man. You know, it's hard love, man, from Took to you, man. So hopefully you can do what you got to do, man, to stay in Dallas. But if it was up to me, you guys would have been gone. It's real talk. Defensively, Christian Parker's in the system now. You know, for real. So, you know, it's time to tune up. And one of the things we need to tune up in is our secondary. And PJ Locke has been a shine for us along with the others at training camp. And that's the X factor for us, man. The X factor is how many points we can allow this year. How many points should we not allow this year? It should be more what I just said, rather than what I said first. But here we are. It's training camp. Nothing to kind of go crazy about. But it's day 2 of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Frisco. Let's go.
All right. I don't want to leave the Cowboys without talking about the defense. I know you guys are in the middle of doing an overhaul on this defense. And I would say that the season is going to, hinge on the success or failure of that.
Defense.
So what have you heard so far with the progression of the defense? Maybe some names standing out, maybe some rookies. What have you heard?
It's pretty much that the defense, the front line, we know. Front line was classified during the season last year. No problem there. Still trying to mix up the linebackers. You know what I'm saying? And like I mentioned, secondary is really going in. As we mentioned, Caleb Downs is kind of getting up a minute where he's kind of the leader amongst leaders. And Deron Bland, one emphasis on him this year is kind of getting back to what he was 2 years ago rather than what he was last year, though there was some bright spots. And like you said, Dale, the defense is – and this is the thing about the Cowboys. I don't have to speak about their offense as much as we do. The defense is what we need to talk about. The defense needs to improve. We need to improve, and I'm going to say it again. How many points a game can we not allow? We cannot, as a power offense, continue to have our defense play like that, and then us be in games all of a sudden, and our offense got to make a play, and then Dak looks like an ass. This person looks like an ass. We got to step it up defensively, but a lot of uproar. But there's uproar every year with Dallas Cowboys in this defense. So like I said, can't be a believer of everything. Got to see a change on the field. We'll see it game 1, but sorry, Mike, the Giants are a toss-up. But as the season progresses, let's go Cowboys, man. Let's go Cowboys, man. and one more offensive note, the running backs.
Sure. Okay.
So Javonte Williams hasn't been practicing. So Jaden Blue has been taking much of the first team reps. Along with Phil Mustafa.
Okay.
Sorry. So they've kind of been swinging along. So
you got hopes for Blue this year?
The Cowboys. What? Huh?
You got hopes for Blue this year?
I mean, Jaden Blue may be, but I think that we can kind of still get somebody off the street.
Okay.
But how much are you willing to spend on the back? Figuring that, we could have had Derrick Henry right now. He could have been a second-year player, third-year player with the Cowboys, but you didn't want to spend $6 to $8 million. So where are you really going with that? So I think we're kind of going to keep the homegrown approach and see if we can get somebody as the second fiddle to Javonte Williams out of our olive branch, I guess. Maybe linebacker too, but I think if we had to choose between a linebacker and a running back, you definitely need a veteran linebacker. Definitely.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Let's talk some NCAA. And let's start off with talking about the recruiting of the University of Florida. They've got 23 commits so far here for the upcoming class. They are in the top 5 for recruiting so far, and it looks like John Summerall is doing something a little bit different. Instead of focusing on, just holding down the state, he's going national, and he's recruiting everybody everywhere in the country here. So he's got a bunch of blue chippers with commitments to Florida. Will your feelings so far on John Summerall? I mean, he hadn't coached the game, but recruiting.
Can you repeat that? Sorry about that.
Oh
Last thing
yeah.
you said.
The I'm talking about the University of Florida. How do you feel about his John Summerall's recruiting? I know he hadn't coached the game for you guys yet,
Right.
but the recruits that he's gotten so far.
Hey, look, man. So far, I like the recruits. A couple 4 stars. Not too many 5 stars, but it's his first year. It's to be expected. I think
LSU taking them all.
Yeah, that's not helping. That's for damn sure. Same pool. But yeah, the quarterback situation is going to be fascinating. I wanted to be Trammell. I think it's Trammell. I believe his name is. But it's looking like, because they had somebody transfer over, it's looking like Philo, I believe. I think his name is.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm hoping. I want the more athletic guy, but I don't know exactly what system he's going to run. So we shall see. I gotta see him on the field and not in shorts.
Gotcha.
But I do like what he's doing recruiting, though. He got more to do. Fuck LSU, hook him. That's cool.
Real quick, I want to talk about the Save College Sports Act that's in Congress right now, or the Senate, whatever you want to call it. So the NCAA has officially recommended the passage of this bill moving forward. So again, the details sort of the legislation is 5 for 5. You get 5 years to play 5. 1 transfer allowed, and then there is a cap in regards to NIL and payments for student athletes, and the I guess the controversial part about that part is not only do they talk about the NIL portion coming from the revenue share, but they want to count everything that the athlete is getting and have all of that go up against a cap of some sort, right? And I think that right there is going to first, like this is the equivalent of trying to put toothpaste back into the tube, because you have kids who have already been approved for a bunch of deals. Now you're going to retroactively take all that stuff away from them. And I believe you're definitely going to have some kind of legal issues with this, especially because the players aren't involved in the process of designing the legislation or coming up with anything. Tuke, what's your thoughts here, man?
There's gonna be more stuff like this to come. I have no comment on this. As we mentioned, this is not checkers no more. This is chess, and I don't really know what the end game is here at the end. Especially if you're not letting, like you said, the other side in on it. You know what I'm saying? There has to, at some point, have to be some type of agreement. But, I mean, the way you're trying to horse straddle stuff, man, and the way the NCAA has been trying to horse straddle stuff up, but it's stuff that they kind of created, it's kind of bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I got a problem with it. We can have fun with the 12-game playoffs and all this extra stuff and boom, boom, boom. But when it comes to you trying to do all this extra stuff, man, you kind of you made the bed. Like, you trying to mess it up? Yeah, mess it up. But you got to make it again. You want to keep going through this? Right?
Okay.
This is why the SEC is about to go independent soon. Reasons like this.
Yeah, the SEC and the Big 10 are not in favor of this legislation.
Of course they ain't. Of course they're not. And if you don't got them on the top of it, what we really doing out here, man? What are we doing? No disrespect to BC.
Okay. Anybody else got some thoughts on the subject?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Dale. They're trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube, and kind of too late. It's kind of too late. Like, what y'all thought this was gonna be? Now, do I think some regulation will come in? It's gonna have to eventually. But in terms of these like these quick turnarounds, or like let's make this little rule here, a rule there, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You already started this avalanche, man.
Yep. Okay.
See what happens.
Let's get over to LSU. Lane Kiffin has ignited the Tigers on the high school recruiting trail. Got a bunch of recruits there that vaulted LSU's 2027 class from the 50s all the way to number 19 nationally. So LSU went and got 5-star edge rusher Chris Whitehead, who picked LSU over Georgia and also over Ohio State, which is, I think, a great decision for him. Don't you agree, Jake? And also 4-star offensive lineman Terrence Smith and Amaziah Sealy.
Doing great.
Yeah, that guy too. That guy's from Hawaii. Okay, you want those guys?
I hadn't
you want
noticed
those poly guys. Okay.
I hadn't noticed by his name.
You want those poly guys on the line. Okay?
All he was missing was a Malu. He just needed a Malu at the end of it.
Also by recruiting Chris Whitehead, Kiffin puts himself in a position to get his younger brother, who is a massive offensive tackle, Isaiah Whitehead, and he's going to be in the 2028 class. So we'll see if we can get him to come on down to LSU, follow your brother. And also LSU went and got a running back, in-state running back, Trey Martin. I'm excited to get these guys in, excited to get the talent that Kiffin is wanting to go out there and get, and excited about the way he's doing it. So shout out to you, Lane Kiffin.
Shout out to Lane, dog. You're making it so sweet. You're grabbing recruits, you're giving a smiley face, you're kissing babies. We know how this story goes. This is chapter 1, everybody. If you want to read, go buy the book. I don't know where it is.
And the book is called "How About Them Cowboys?"
Coming soon to a theater near you.
All right, and let's finish off with Texas. Steve Sarkisian and the Longhorns have been on a recruiting heater this June, rapidly climbing into the top 10 of the national average ranking of commits. So the Longhorns just secured a major in-state win by landing 4-star offensive tackle Brian Swanson out of Dallas powerhouse South Oak Cliff, bolstering a stellar June haul that already includes elite West Coast defensive lineman Kasi Curry, and edge rusher Jabarius Garor. So let's see. Swanson is a 6'5", 315-pound, look like tackle here, man. Massive guy. And let's see. Jalen Brewster.
He's 40.
Wait, what?
I said he's a man. He's 40. That's a giant dude.
So yeah. Looks like you guys got 8 of the 15 from inside the Texas border, Coach. So your thoughts about what Sark is doing here and the recruiting class coming up?
Sark doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's maintaining as much talent in state as possible. Gone are the days and the years of all of our top recruits going to Miami's, the Ohio States, the LSU's, and stuff like that. Keep them in the house. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I don't know what's funnier. The fact that Coach is here when Texas got smelled up, or the fact that I think you two collide for the rich get rich, poor get poor type of segment here. Because we know BC's poor shit. We ain't talking about BC. I don't even want to talk about BC. So you're absolutely right on that. But come on. And other news, the Ohio State Buckeyes is still the best team out of all the teams on this network. Shout out to Jake and the Buckeyes.
Let's go!
Jake, they ain't showing the Buckeyes no love. I don't care about the Eagles, but I ain't got no fight in this. I ain't got no gloves for this fight. But I love it, guys. I love that you guys, had a segment on the two powerhouses you think, that's going to be in NCAA, But yeah. So pretty much it, man. Hi, Coach. What's the damn deal, baby?
What's up, too? What's up? I think a lot of those recruits are offensive linemen, if I'm not mistaken, which goes back to Sark days of understanding what SEC football is supposed to be at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir. Trenches. All right, Coach. Easton Royal, 5-star wide receiver out of New Orleans, current Texas commit. He has been taking the rounds, taking visits, and LSU's pushing really hard. Took a visit, met with Kiffin, put up the L, all the kind of stuff you do on a visit. Can you hold on, Coach? What do you think?
Well, that's the thing. He's Texas recruit to lose. If they come out there and they do like they normally do, start slow, then wait till the end, it might be too late. So he's theirs to lose. They get I think, if I'm not mistaken, he intentionally scheduled Texas as his final official visit.
Okay.
Which kind of hints a little bit that they still hold the edge.
Yeah, he hadn't changed his commitment. So, even though everybody's been knocking down the door, so.
Get paid, YN, get paid.
Yep. All right, you got anything else on Texas here, Coach?
Nah, man, I'm ready to lace these bad boys up, man. Ready for the season to start.
Ready
to see this new freshman class is coming in. And
I got a whole new coach.
Little bit of rumor of
I said I got a whole new coach.
Yeah, I know, right? Little bit of rumor that Arch may not be gone yet after this year.
I thought he was a senior.
No, he's a redshirt junior.
Okay.
And a lot of that has to do with some of the coaches. It's some rival coaches. They give him I think they gave him a solid but not elite evaluation. So that kind of keeps the field in that debate about his long-term trajectory.
Yeah, Archie about to be the biggest star in USFL history, dog.
I can tell you this. First thing, it's a slippery slope because they got some young horses behind him that's ready to they may not stick around another year. But I guarantee the Manning family, unlike in years past, they're gonna be looking at those standings around about declaration time, and they're gonna be making decisions. Yeah. Do we want to send him there? Do we want to go there? That's gonna play a lot into it. He may not necessarily stay at Texas for his senior year.
Okay. I'll go into the supplemental draft from Archie.
Wow.
Tennessee or Ole Miss gonna come calling.
Sure. Come to the Gators. I'll take it.
All right. So Chris is talking about the jersey that I am wearing.
Oh,
here.
Russell Wilson, dog.
Yeah.
Took, you remember when I sent you the link, bro?
Yes, sir.
Like, hey,
Dale. Shout out
they
to
on
Dale.
sale, Took.
From Fanatics or the original first site you ever sent me?
Yeah, Fanatics.
Fanatics,
Fanatics
yeah.
sale.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of Fanatics bus right now. You know, shout out to my heavy betting. So I could go to the store and cash out on some stuff, man. But that's a nice jersey right there.
It's like
$4. $4. You can't beat
$4.
That's about what his season in that jersey was worth.
That's a nice jersey. It's a nice colored jersey to stitch in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't wear it a lot. You good.
Shout out to Coach Payton. Go get it, baby.
All right. Yes, absolutely. Prayers for New Orleans tropical storm or system or whatever that's coming through tomorrow. So yeah, definitely shout out to them.
Chris, Bengals still suck.
Let's go around the room. Let's get some final thoughts and shout outs. Let's start off with you two.
Shout out to the plug, man. Shout out to you guys on Hump Day. You know, Hump Day. You know what I'm saying? Only talking sports, not even getting crazy. Shout out to Coach for coming in. You know what I'm saying? At Texas time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to you about that afterwards, man. You can't be coming in there and, you know, Texas come up. You know, but shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all you guys, man. And it's coming. The World Cup is going to go and pass and go, and then football is going to be the dim de la creme because I think we skipping baseball and all the other sports.
That's right.
It's coming.
All right, Jake. What you got, man?
I ain't got shit.
All right. Will.
Shout out to you, fellas. Shout out to the brand. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Will. A guy was just arrested for eating a circus clown. Guess he was a carnivore. Gonna be tough to replace that clown now. Some big shoes to fill.
That was a 3-parter.
Shout out to Miz, man.
Oh, gosh. All right, Coach.
Shout out to you, fellas. Appreciate it. Let me hop on last bit of segments. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy, GP. You showed up yesterday for minicamp. You told him what you had to say. Let's go get number 6.
Man lost his headphone.
Let's get Ultimate Warrior. Take it down a notch.
There we go. All right. Be sure you check us out tomorrow for Best in the World, where Jake will be in attendance because Jake has not been on the show in the past 2 weeks, and Jake is overdue for an appearance on the show, and therefore Jake guarantees his appearance tomorrow. Ain't that right, Jake?
Ooh, wee.
I guess I can stop by.
Jake's not going to answer to tomorrow.
Y'all heard it. Jake will be there.
Let's go.
So come by. Check us out. Until next week, we out.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.